Rule 3. Approval of Condominium Plan. Section 6. Application for approval of condominium plan. Any registered owner or developer of a parcel of land who wishes to develop the same into a condominium project shall apply with the board by filing the following. A. At least 2 sets of condominium plan at any of the following scales. 1:200, 1:400, or any scale not exceeding 1:400, duly signed and sealed by a licensed architect. 1. Site development plan to include parking and parks and playground layout if applicable. 2. Floor plan. 3. Sections and elevations. B. At least 2 copies of vicinity map indicating the adjoining land uses, access, as well as existing facilities and utilities at least within 500 meters from the property boundaries of the project, drawn to scale and duly signed and sealed by a licensed geodetic engineer. C. Building specifications and estimated costs. D. Zoning certificate from HLURB Regional Office. E. Certified true copy of dark conversion. F. Certified true copy of Environmental Clearance Certificate, ECC, or Certificate of Non-Coverage, CNC, duly issued by the DENR, whichever is applicable. G. Certified true copy of titles and current tax receipt. H. Right to use or deed of sale of right of way for access road and other utilities when applicable. I. 1 copy of project study to include the following. 1. Project profile indicating, among others, the development costs, total project costs, amortization schedules, source of financing, marketability, cash flow, architectural building plans, and work program project timetable. 2. Audited financial statements for the last 3 preceding years. 3. Income tax return for the last 3 preceding years. 4. Certificate of registration from Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. 5. Articles of incorporation or partnership. 6. Corporate bylaws and all implementing amendments. And 7. For new corporation, 3 years and below, statement of capitalization and sources of income and cash flow to support work program. J. Permit to drill from NWRB or certificate of coverage from concerned local franchise holder. K. Copy of the special temporary permit from the PRC, Professional Regulation Commission, and of the separate permit from the Department of Labor and Employment, DOLE, for foreign architects who signed on plans required under the implementing rules and regulations of PD957 per Board Resolution number 839 series of 2009. L. List of names of duly licensed professionals who signed the plans and other similar documents in connection with application filed indicating the following information. Surname, first name, middle name, maiden name in case of married woman professional, professional license number, date of issue and expiration of its validity, and professional tax receipt and date of issue, and TIN or taxpayer's identification number. If the establishment of the condominium project is physically feasible and does not run counter to the approved comprehensive land use plan and zoning ordinance of the city or municipality, and the plan complies with these rules, the condominium plan shall be approved and the development permit shall be issued upon payment of the prescribed processing fee. Any development permit shall only be valid for a period of 3 years from date of issuance if no physical development is introduced. If project has been issued a development permit, a locational clearance is deemed incorporated therein. The owner or developer shall submit the condominium plan in accordance with the requirements of the National Building Code to the building official of the city or municipality where the property lies, and the same shall be acted upon subject to the conditions and in accordance with the procedure prescribed in Section 4 of the Condominium Act, RA number 4726. Rule 4. Registration and licensing of subdivision and condominium projects. Section 7. Application for registration. A. Common requirements. The owner or the real estate dealer interested in the sale of lots or units in a subdivision project or condominium project respectively, shall register the project with the board by filing the following. 1. Sworn registration statement using either HLURB Form 001 for corporation or HLURB Form 003 for single proprietorship. 2. Certified true copy of transfer certificate of title or original certificate of title duly stamped with original marking, certified true copy by the proper register of deeds and bearing its seal or security marker. A. When a project covers more than 20 individual titles without the required marks described above, the following shall be required. 1. Photocopy of TCTs. 2. Certification from the Register of Deeds concerned with its seal or security mark giving the following information. 1. TCT or OCT numbers. 2. Name of all registered owners and their sharing, if any. 3. Area covered by each title. 4. Number of OCT or TCT from which the title is derived. 5. Statement of all uncancelled liens and encumbrances, if any. 6. Lot and block numbers as well as PSD, PSU, PCS number, etc. B. When certified copy of the TCT was issued more than 1 month prior to the application for certificate of registration, affidavit of the owner that the property is free from liens and encumbrances. When the applicant is not the owner, deed from registered owner showing clearly the authority of the applicant to the property, e.g., its development and sale of individual lots or units, to sign and receive documents, and other relevant authority. In case the subdivision condominium project or portion thereof is mortgaged, affidavit of undertaking to submit title, certification from the mortgagee regarding outstanding balance of loan and amortization schedule, mortgage of contract, and affidavit of undertaking of mortgagor. 3. Duly audited balance sheet, certified copy of the original, issued and signed by the authorized official of the applicant and under the latter's authority. A. When individual persons are involved and no balance sheet can be submitted, income tax returns for the preceding year duly received by BIR office and tax receipts evidencing payment. B. When applicant is a new corporation, partnership, association, or single proprietorship, no financial statement or income tax return has been prepared yet. Sworn statement declaring 1. Other assets or sources of funds and other resources. 2. The nature of control or ownership over such assets, funds, or resources. 3. Commitment to the effect that if necessary, the same shall be used to complete the project. 4. Articles of incorporation or of partnership or association, amendments thereof, and existing bylaws or its equivalent, clearly indicating the authority of the applicant to engage in real estate trade, particularly in the development and selling of lots or units. When an applicant deviates from the intended line of business stipulated in its articles of incorporation or partnership or association, authorization from the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and or the appropriate government agency to engage in the development and selling of the subject project. 5. A copy of any circular, prospectus, brochure, advertisement, or communication used for public offering of subject project and for circulation upon approval by the board. 6. Sample copy of contract to sell to be used in the public offering of lots, units, or lots and units. When amendments shall be effected on the form contract submitted for notification approval by HLURB, pro forma affidavit signifying willingness to change project name. 7. Certified true copy of Environmental Compliance Certificate, ECC, and or Certificate of Non-Coverage, CNC, whichever is applicable, duly issued by the Department of Environmental and Natural Resources, DENR. 8. Zoning certificate from HLURB Regional Office, 9. Certified true copy of DAR conversion order. In cases where the property involved is located in an area already classified as residential, commercial, industrial, or other similar development purposes as provided in CLUPs approved pursuant to EO 72 series of 1993, a DAR conversion order shall no longer be required as a precondition for issuance of certificate of registration and license to sell. 10. Electrical plan and specification duly signed and sealed by a licensed professional electrical engineer and duly approved by the local franchise holder. 11. Permit to operate a deep well and subsequent submission of confirmed water resistivity test from the National Water Resources Board. Water potability test results from concerned government agencies, Maynila. B. Additional requirements. 1. For condominium projects, A. Master deeds with declaration of registration and declaration of restrictions evidenced by the proper annotation thereof in the titles of the property and certified true copy of such title from the Register of Deeds. B. Building permit. 2. For subdivision projects, A. Two copies of verified survey returns with label for all non-saleable areas, including but not limited to parks and playgrounds, community facilities, and roads and easements. B. Copy of the following documents in case the development permit was issued by the local government unit pursuant to the 1991 Local Government Code and related issuances. 1. Sangguniang Resolution Ordinance granting of development permit subdivision development plan containing the following information. 1. Full name of the grantee or permittee and his address. 2. Complete project name and its location. 3. Date of the resolution or ordinance. 4. Project area. 5. Full listing of titles covering the project. 6. Legal basis of the approval, PD957, EO648, and other related laws. 2. Certified true copy of resolution conferring authority to the mayor or other local government official to issue development permits in cases where the same was not granted by the Sangguniang Pambayan Panunsod. Evidence of approval of the subdivision scheme by the local government official must be any original copy or one certified as true copy thereof by the authorized local government official, indicating clearly his full name and position and the date of approval. It must contain the same data as described above. Most important of all, it must bear an indication of Sangguniang approval such as but not limited to words like approved by authority of the Sangguniang or others of similar import, it being understood that the Sangguniang has properly issued such authority. V3. Proof of compliance to Section 18 of RA 7279 in any of the following manner. 1. Development permit of socialized housing projects within the main subdivision. 2. License to sell of socialized housing project offered as compliance if location of compliance is not within the main subdivision project. 3. Joint venture agreement with LGU or other housing agency. 4. Certified true copy of bond issued by the LGU where the main project is located or by any of the housing agency. B4. One set of subdivision development plan. C. Project study. D. Copy of brochure and other forms of advertisement.